want to talk with you about today is an ethnographic study that I've been doing with an integration group. And one of the topics that comes up a lot is the intersection of religion and integration. The first point I want to make is that psychedelics have provided opportunities for people to repair religious ruptures. Ruptures being things that attenuate people's connections with religion as an institution, as an organized practice, as a wisdom tradition. These ruptures may result from cognitive dissonance, religious trauma, lack of spiritual or mystical connection, or some combination of those. Theologians have identified psychedelic mystical experiences as important not only for mental health, but also to deepening feelings of connection to spirituality. This was the case in the Wednesday night integration group, where people tended to revisit and revitalize their ties to the wisdom traditions they're raised with, even if it didn't necessarily return them to the sanctuary. Some of those with cognitive dissonance and religious trauma even found forgiveness and understanding as a result of unifying mystical experiences with psychedelics. It's hard to say what the role is of the integration group in facilitating these kinds of processes, but studies suggest generally that telling stories about one's experiences not only reports events, but also creates meaning out of otherwise ineffable experiences. Furthermore, narratives can play a healing role in people's lives. As an anthropologist, I'm particularly attuned to the role of cultural frameworks and social relationships for shaping human experiences. Studies have traced how discursive interactions between participants shape interpretations of psychedelic experiences. Similarly, the integration group provides a context for where people co-create stories that help them integrate their experiences. The concept of social efficacy captures the importance of social relationships to the efficacy of psychedelics. It underscores that it's not the chemicals alone that produce psychedelic effects or the positive things that come from them. Neither are effects due simply to the chemical in relation with the individualistic psychological self. Social efficacy points to the importance of the holistic setting in which psychedelic experiences occur. Setting includes not just the immediate environment in which psychedelics are consumed, but also the social relationships outside of the immediate context of consumption, as well as political, economic, legal, and historical contexts that frame their use. My ethnographic research with integration groups has underscored the importance of extra-therapeutic, community-based social relationships as being critical to the efficacy of psychedelics in this context. Specifically, the group has helped people process ideas about religion. So why does attention to religion matter in discussing psychedelics? There's many studies that show the value of psychedelics for positive mental health outcomes, and integrating one's relationship with religion is part of that quest for many people. But aside from just dealing with mental health issues such as treatment-resistant depression, many without those challenges also experience an overall boost in well-being from psychedelic experiences. It's important to remember sometimes that health is, according to the WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Health is about quality of life. It would be irresponsible to tout benefits of psychedelics without noting their limitations and even potential for harm. Psychedelics are not safe for all people in all contexts, and there's evidence of abuse of power by some psychedelic leaders. And while set and setting are important, we can't forget that these are powerful chemicals. Some have enduring challenging experiences and other adverse reactions. Some never achieve the mystical experiences they may expect and crave. It's critical when talking about psychedelics to the public especially, to be clear about the risks as well as the potential benefits and to engage in conversations about ethical practices. Caveat aside, I saw people seeking and embracing psychedelic-related spiritual and mystical experiences as a way toward quality of life and healing. This is backed up by research as well, other research as well, and I'm proposing, based on my ethnographic research, that reasons for the importance of spiritual integration include the role psychedelics play for many people in repairing religious ruptures, integrating spiritual wisdom traditions or just spirituality into their lives, and increasing the pleasures of connection to the divine.